Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is David and you may be surprised that I'm in a different location today. Basically what this is I wasn't even planning to do this video, but I thought it'd be kind of an interesting thing because it's book related. So in our house, or in the garden rather, there is a small little shed that was basically used for storage. It was all dirt. It was all dirty and grimy, full of cobwebs. You get the point with that. And it wasn't being used for anything, so I thought, okay, it'd be a nice little project for me to do, to actually sort it out, to tidy it up, and to make it look as nice as I possibly can, so I can transform it, cobweb, that I can transform it into a summer house slash reading den slash somewhere to store my books, because my room is getting a bit chaotic with all the books everywhere. So I wanted to have somewhere to store not all of them, but the majority of them. So I have got a bench that I found in here that I'm sitting on right now as a temporary seating arrangement, and as a old table in here which my dad had painted the top for me, which was really nice. And the other day I bought a bookcase which isn't the most it's not a big one, but it's enough to meet my needs. Also, a couple of things as well. If you hear some noises, it is a bit windy and it is blowing on the door of the garage or the shed or whatever. And also, if you can hear people walking past talking loudly, apologies for that, I cannot help it. But when I'm editing this video, if it's bad enough, then I will have to put some music in the background. So let me just turn the camera around so you can have a look at the general overview of the bookshelf, and maybe the table and the bench that I'm sitting on, so you can have like an overview, and then I will show you the bookshelf and go through it shelf by shelf, kind of like a bookshelf tour. I've never done one of them before. I haven't really got any bookshelves in my room. I've got like one shelf here and there and the odd place to put my books, but not a bookshelf with several shelves on it, if that made any sense. But yeah, let me just turn you around and show you what I've got. So this is the like bench that I'm sitting on right now. It's not going to be permanent. It's just something I'm using as a temporary thing. I will probably still have it in here, but I will have a kind of a standard wooden like chair in here, so I can sit at the table, which is here. Don't know how much of that you can see because it's against the window and the light. But I got some placemats here and some there for my coffee. I don't know what I'm going to use that for, but Dad gave it to me. And on the bench, because this was already in here, I give it a brush down, and my dad found some cushions for it. So yeah, I'm gonna mix my needs right now, and yeah, you have to work with what you got, and this piece of plastic is just to spread over it so it keeps all the dust off, and obviously my tripod, and that is where the bookshelf is. It's not complete. It's a work in progress, like this room in general, but I'll just go through it and shelf by shelf and show you the method behind the madness. So let me just show you the top first. Really, this section here is stuff that I need to take down to the second-hand shop. A couple of George R. R. Martin, Game of Thrones, Song of Ice and Fire books that I already had, so I've got unexpected doubles. Couple of Era 2 Mistborn books, which I haven't even finished reading the first era, so they will be going. Hopefully someone will enjoy them, and I will get round to era 2 eventually. The Antsy Boys by Neil Gaiman. When I got this, I didn't know that this was a sequel. I thought it was a standalone, but this is a sequel to American Gods, which I haven't read. So when I've read that, I will read that. And Psycho 2, which I did start, and pointless because I already know that it's Norman Bates that is the killer. I mean, I've seen the sequel as well as the other sequels. Spoiler alert, it's all Norman Bates. In the middle, we have the books I'm currently reading right now, which is the second book in Song of Ice and Fire, Clash of Kings, which I'm reading right now. And also a Johnny Depp book, which I started today, and I've just finished up reading the introduction. So we'll be going through this one slowly, in my own personal time. And here I've got all the books which I, some of these I have read, but some of them I haven't. So these will be for giveaway things. I've got to do a giveaway for my 700 subscriber milestone, which should be able to do soon. But yeah, some of the books include this one, Needle and Bone, the Men, Frightmares, and ones I have read, which are the Swallowed Man, which is a good retelling of Geppetto from Pinocchio, and also Sister Made a Monster, which I have also read. And yeah, I thought it'd be kind of nice to have not all these, but some of these in the giveaway, but I'll announce that some other time soon. Okay, so I was going to put this on a tripod, but it doesn't reach this height. Typical. But the first shelf is all the books that I am planning to keep, and more likely that I will be hanging on to after I have read them. So first is my George R.R. Martin collection, which is up to here, which is the Song of Ice and Fire books. I thought I had the second Storm of first Storm of Swords book, which I haven't, so I need to pick that one up soon. So we got Game of Thrones, obviously Clash of Kings up here. You need to complete Storm of Swords, Feast of Crows, and the Darts of Dragons, as well as the Knights of the Seven Kingdoms, Fire and Blood, this Turf Voyaging, which I got purely because in one version of the book there is a T-Rex and a unicorn on the same cover, so that intrigued me more than anything else. The Armageddon Rag, Night Flyers, and the Ice Dragon. I will be picking up more of George's work, but slowly but surely. And next I've got is Old Country, which I read and I enjoyed, and Dune, which I've read and I enjoyed, and the other ones which I haven't read yet, but most likely I'll be hanging on to after I've read them, or maybe give them away. Patricia Wants to Cuddle, Do Not Fear the Reaper, or Don't Fear the Reaper, Multiverses, Psychic Teen Bloodbath, The Fervor, Reprieve, Reluctant Mortals, Full Immersion, the Ha, or however you say that, the Trees Group, because I bled there, or I am bleed there, The Watchers, Tangle, and this one which I got from Mr. Morningstar, which I am going to be reading, which is Perfect Days. And these are just some standard paper bookmarks or cardboard bookmarks which I have here in case I need to have a bookmark. Then these other two shelves which are of books which I will probably read only once and then get rid of. So just an overview. So we've got some horror, got Necroscope there which I want to read, some James Herbert, some Richard Lamley, some Richard Lehman rather, some Point Horror, this series which I want to read, I haven't heard anything about this series ever. So I found it really cheap on eBay a while ago. I got all 3 books in the trilogy. I mean, I don't know if it's a trilogy, I have to look into that, but I got it all for £1. Got some skullduggery books, if I can speak. Richard Bloch, American Gothic, which I got on Halloween a couple of years ago, which the cover looks great. Wizard's First Rule there, and yeah, and then at the bottom, that's the book. You got some Neil Gaiman there, got Richard Lamley, got some Dean Koontz, you got My Heart's a Chainsaw, got some Adam Neville, got the Foundation trilogy, which I want to get to as soon as I possibly can, and got some more Neil Gaiman there as well. And then this stuff at the bottom is just books that I have got from a how can I say this, a previous friend, or hopefully a still existing friend. So this is all well, I wouldn't say sentimental, it is and isn't, but you know, I just wanted to have it in its own little section so I can keep it all nice and safe. And you know, I mean, I will read it, apart from the bottom one, which I mean, I might read that one. I got it as a gift, but that kind of fell through in some way, but yeah. Anyway, that's that. So hopefully that was somewhat interesting and entertaining for you guys. Sorry about the lighting. I am in, as I said, a shed, so lighting is not ideal, just natural lighting coming from the window. But hopefully you found some enjoyment out of this. I wasn't even going to do this type of video, but because I'm feeling, I did not know, a little bit down today. I mean, I'm feeling okay. It's probably because of the weather. I mean, over here in the UK, if anyone's feeling down, it's mostly the weather. The weather today is kind of a mixed bag, kind of like my mood. It looks kind of windy and yeah, cold, but then it's kind of mild and hot, so it doesn't know what it wants to do. But yeah, hopefully you found some enjoyment out of this. If there are any books that you've seen on my shelf which you want me to make a priority for, then comment down below. Or if there's any books that you've read on my shelf that you think I should read next, then comment down below and I will make a note of that. So yeah, with all that out of the way, I'll see you on my next one.